Good morning, students. How are you? Fine at your home? Good. So, students, yesterday I have told you that in 1947, instrument of accession was signed by the ruler of Jammu and Kashmir, and according to Article 370, some relaxations were given to the people of Jammu and Kashmir, but there were some disputes, and disputes came from two sides, external and internal both. Now we will discuss about these disputes. What was the external dispute? As I have told you, Pakistan has always claimed that Kashmir is its territory, and I have want to tell you that when the tribal people attacked upon Kashmir at that time, some parts of Kashmir were taken by Pakistan, and that is now known as POK, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. That part in green color, if you see, this is LOC, line of control between India and Pakistan. Here you can see Kargil war, you have read about it, and this green area is Kashmir, but it is occupied by Pakistan. It is known as POK, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So the external problem is that Pakistan wants to Kashmir this whole of the area of Jammu and Kashmir, and it says that because mostly the Muslims live in this part, and it should be the part of Pakistan. So this is the external problem, and Pakistan always sent terrorists here, and still the peace is not there. We are having a long border with Pakistan here in Jammu and Kashmir. So many times the war, or you can say small wars, are held between India and Pakistan. So this was external problem. Now we will discuss what was internal problem. Internal problem was there, that is Article 370. According to Article 370, special status was given to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Special status was given to Jammu and Kashmir. As I have told you yesterday, according to this article, Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir will be known as Prime Minister, and some more relaxations were also given, that the people living outside Jammu and Kashmir were not allowed to purchase property there. Then this Jammu and Kashmir is having special status, and it no rule of Indian government can be implemented here without the permission of Legislative Assembly. It means more and more autonomy has been given to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. In 11th class you have studied in detail, isn't it? You have studied what relaxations were given to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, what is the dispute? The dispute is that people who are not living in Jammu and Kashmir, who are living in other parts of the country, they believe that this Article 370 is against the principle of federalism. Means in federalism all the states are equal, so why special facilities have been given to Kashmir? And the people living in Kashmir, they believe that Article 370 is not enough for them. Autonomy which has been given to them according to the Article 370, that is not enough. Now you got the point. Means the people who are not living in Kashmir, those who are living outside Kashmir, they believe that this Article 370 is against the principles of federalism. It is against the unity of the country. Got it? But those people who are living in Kashmir, they believe that autonomy given according to Article 370, that is not enough. They want more. What do they want? They have three grievances. What are their grievances? These are the three grievances of Kashmiri people. Number one, that plebiscite which was promised, that was not conducted till now. Number two, they wanted that more and more autonomy should be given. It has not been given till now. And number three, they also want that democracy which is being practiced in other parts of the country, that is not being practiced in Jammu Kashmir, so more democracy should be there. So what are their three demands? Plebiscite, more autonomy, and democracy. These are the three grievances of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. So it is clear now, beta. Two types of problem were there, external and internal. And internal, again two type of conflicts are there. One, the people who are living outside Jammu Kashmir, and people who are living in Jammu and Kashmir, and they are having three grievances. One, they want plebiscite, they want more and more autonomy, and they also want that there should be democracy. So now we will discuss what happened in the field of politics in Jammu and Kashmir since 1947. 1948, as I have told you, Sheikh Abdullah, he was the first Prime Minister at that time. Prime Minister he was called of Jammu and Kashmir, and Sheikh Abdullah, he started many programs which were in the favor of people. Students, you must know that Sheikh Abdullah was having good relation with Congress party. At that time, Congress party was ruling in the center. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister of India, and Sheikh Abdullah was a good friend of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So after becoming the Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Sheikh Abdullah has started many programs which were for the welfare of the people. For example, land reforms. So what happened? He became very famous among the people of Jammu and Kashmir. But what happened? The differences between Jammu Kashmir and central government had started, because it was promised that special status will be given to the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and now the government of central government of India was not in favor of giving more autonomy, and Sheikh Abdullah was demanding more and more. He was becoming more famous among the people of Jammu and Kashmir. So what did the central government do? Central government dismissed the government of Sheikh Abdullah. And now there was a fraction in the party. Which was the party? National Conference. Some people, some members of that National Conference were in favor of Congress party. But Sheikh Abdullah, the group which was with Sheikh Abdullah, he was not with Congress party. So National Conference was ruling in Jammu and Kashmir, but the group which was led by Sheikh Abdullah. That group was not ruling. He was dismissed by central government. It means although the national conference was ruling in Jammu Kashmir, but indirectly Congress was ruling. Congress was controlling that government, and Congress was having direct control over the administration of Jammu and Kashmir. In 1977, Sheikh Abdullah came into power again with the help of Congress only. With the help of Congress only, and in 1982, Sheikh Abdullah died, and his son Farooq Abdullah, he became the leader of party National Conference. Not only he became the leader of party, but he became the chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir. But after some time, again the relation between center and state were not good. As you know, in 11th class we have studied about the powers of governor. So by using that power, central government asked the governor of Jammu and Kashmir to dismiss the government. So the government of Farooq Abdullah was dismissed. Students, we have discussed that three grievances of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and one of them was democracy. The people of Jammu and Kashmir, they wanted that there should be democracy. Because of democracy there will be development. But what was going on in Jammu and Kashmir? The government was not stable. The government was not working for the welfare of the people, because it was a puppet in the hands of central government. So the Kashmiri people, they lost their faith in democratic process, because central government was interfering in the matters of state government unnecessarily. Why the central government was interfering there? So the Kashmiri people, some of the Kashmiri people, those who were in the favor of democracy, now they were against. Again in 1987, elections were held in Jammu and Kashmir, and there was alliance between National Conference and Congress. They win the election, but the people were not happy with this election. There was resentment in the state. So students, that's all for today. Tomorrow we will meet again and we will continue with the same topic, what happened in Jammu and Kashmir after 1987. How a peaceful state, the valley, became the center of violence, that we will discuss tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.